Hello. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? This is Bethany from Count Your Stitches. Doing our last red, white, and blue craft of the season. Very excited. Make sure that you say hey as you're hopping on. Just gonna get this out there for the world to see. All right, here we go. Want to see everything? Hello, hello. How we all doing? All right, let's get going. Okay, so last 4th of July craft of the season. Make sure you say hey when you're hopping on. Make sure you drop some thumbs up and some hearts, and then spread this out on your page if you're loving it. Thank you so much. All right, so tonight we're going to use this cute little 4. Here, I'll put it this way, and then it's correct for you guys, finally, huh? Hey, Kama, happy Friday! So we're going to use this cute little 4. I picked up one of the craft stores. I can't remember which one. And then this cute little plaque, I don't know how big it is. I get them at Michael's. They're wicked inexpensive, like $1.99, I think. And then if you have a coupon, like, forget about it. Super cheap. But I love picking these up. Again, they're small, right? And actually, technically, the 4 doesn't fit. So we're going to do like a angle thing. Hey, Kristen, how are you? So we're gonna just do something cute with this. We're gonna go with like a flag theme again, just like last week. Hi, Auntie Kim. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. All right. So how is everybody doing? How was your week? Say hey when you're hopping on, drop some thumbs up, drop some hearts, and make sure that you're spreading this out on your page as well. Hi, Mom. Oh, all right, let's get going. I'm using my Waverly chalk paint again. Okay. So guys, I had today off. And I literally crafted all day. I loved it. Hi, Auntie. Oh, hi, Kelsey. Hi, Caleb, too, if they're there. So I just had like a blast today. And I crafted all day, and I used my chalk paint for so much of it. And I just can't tell you how much I love it. Bob's probably sick of hearing it. I wish I had gone with it sooner, but that's okay. So yeah, I literally crafted all day today. And I did my Facebook shop. So I finally have a Count Your Stitches Facebook shop. So every time I make something now, it's going to be listed in the shop, and you can shop right from my posts, which would be awesome. All right. So what I want to do is similar to the, hi, Jennifer. Similar to the Circle USA thing we made at the beginning of the week, where I'm going to do the top blue with the stars, and the bottom, I'm going to do some stripes. All right. And again, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in these same 2 colors. And then we'll decide what we want to do with this, because I'm not sure if I want to just use it as is, because I kind of like this wood, or we can wrap it in some jute or something. I'm not sure yet. Okay. So we'll paint this first, and then we'll get into the 4 itself. Oh, and then I've got some cute ribbon that I think, that I want to do something interesting with. So, and I forgot my paper towels in the other room. We'll get them in a minute. When a commercial comes on, Bob's going to come up, because he's cleaning up the kitchen. So I'll ask him to get the paper towels in. Because this is a little too bright for me, and for what we're doing, you can kind of tell everything's a little antique-y, right? We love that word. Just like my earrings, they're like an antique-y red, white, and blue, not so like in your face bright. So I want to do something to make this a little bit less like French flag bright. All right, so how was everybody's week? Can we talk about, the weather we've been having? I have to talk about it, right? We talked about how warm it was on Monday. When we went live. We go live on Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday we went live. It's like not that long ago. I love going live more than once in a week. Just shaking up my paints. So it was so warm. And then tell me, did anybody get the crazy storms that we got on, when was that? Mom, help. When was that? Was that Thursday? No, that was Friday. No, my God, today is Friday. I can't even. It was Wednesday. We got thunderstorms. Oh my Lanta, the lightning and the thunder. Holy moly. And then yesterday, the rain, Wednesday, thank you, Mom. The rain we got yesterday, oh my gosh, flooded everything, like the city when I was driving home. Oh my gosh, I wasn't going to go on the highway because I figured it would be a mess. The highway was better than the city, because the city was just totally literally flooded. I was driving through ponds, like inches of water. It was nuts. Hi, Bob. All right, so what I'm going to do is I love this, and I normally don't like to paint this unless it's like a dry brush you know, light technique. So I'm only literally going to paint this. I'm not going to go in the crease. I'm not going to go on the sides. I have a sanding block to like, you know, take it off if I get it on there. And I'm not even going to tape off the stripes on the bottom. We're just going to very rustic. Okay. So I'm just going to take some of my blue. But yeah, so the weather this week has been ridiculous. And it doesn't look like it's going to get, it really like, so it's been rainy all weekend. All weekend. My gosh, it's not even the weekend yet. It's been rainy all day. And it was rainy yesterday. And it's supposed to be rainy tomorrow. How's the 4th of July looking? So, fun fact, I don't know if you all know this, but the 4th of July is my favorite holiday. And so I'm hoping that the 4th of July has some nice weather because that is my favorite holiday. I love all things red, white, and blue. I would have an entirely red, white, and blue themed house if I could. Jennifer, I went fishing one day and it was raining. We were sitting there with Jennifer, that's so funny. You went fishing in the rain. Good for you. All right, so I'm just going to do this one coat of the blue. That looks pretty. I think I'm going to sand it though so it looks a little more rustic after. And we're going to put some stars on this. So super quick. I don't expect this one to take long tonight, guys. Just a quick Friday night. You know what I mean? It's been a long week. We're just hanging. Stick this in the water. So if anybody, I don't think I've ever showed you this before. So this is my paintbrush mason jar. So this thing gets like rinsed out and refilled multiple times a day, especially today. Oh my gosh. I'll have to show you. I have some things over here that I was working on. Because yeah, I literally just worked on the business all day. We're going to use Mrs. T's brush. Actually, no, we're not going to use Mrs. T's brush. Sorry, Mrs. T. We're going to use skinnier brushes for our white and our red. But yeah, so I had a blast today. I watched Disney movies. I watched Coco, which I had watched once before. But I watched it while working out, you know, back when I worked out, which only happens once in a blue moon now. Drop some comments if you're with me on that one. So I rewatched it. Was it last night that I started it? Or I don't know, but I watched most of it today. And, oh goodness, that was such a cute movie. And I love the Spanish mixed in. I thought that was adorable. All right, so I'm going to start with red, then white, then red, then white, and then bada bing, bada boom. We's be done. So let me just I'm just trying to plan. All right, so we're going to do, I'm not trying to be perfect with this. We're just going to see what happens. Yeah, so I'm getting a little on the middle, so I'll just take the sanding block after and just go over it. All right, so I'm going to do all the red first. I know it's kind of like taking a chance, but I don't want it to mix and have pink happening. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to do my best and do that. All right. So what are people's plans for the 4th? Anybody going away? Anybody having picnics? I know the weather doesn't look great for picnics, but what are people's plans? Oh, after Coco, I started watching Hercules. I love Hercules. Drop a comment with your favorite Disney movie because I'm my age and I love Disney movies. I don't care. My faves. I have a makeup training happening tomorrow. Oh my gosh, Kristen, you're going to be awesome. Don't be nervous. You're going to be awesome. You know what you're doing. Have some confidence and you'll be so good to go and they're going to love you and they're going to love it. All right? Good luck. Good luck. Pool party and a cookout. Yes. We're doing a cookout Sunday on the 4th. Tomorrow night we're just going to chill. So we oh my gosh, Jennifer, Tangled. I cry laughing every time I watch that movie. I adore that movie. And last night, oh my gosh. So this is actually ties into both. So, we recently got a 4K player because we now have a television that plays that, I guess, whatever it means. And so we've gotten a few new movies that are in 4K. So like, so 4K makes everything like brighter and crisper and all sorts of things I don't entirely understand, but it looks really nice. So Bob got a bunch like off Craigslist or whatever. Somebody just like sold him a whole bunch and it was like an awesome deal. So last night, Bob's like, do you want to watch one of our 4K movies? And I said, sure. And he asked which one. And I said, I don't have a preference, so just surprise me. Oh my gosh, he surprised me with Frozen. I was like, this is the best night ever. So last night we watched Frozen. So tying this into Tangled. So we're watching Frozen and we're in the song, for the first time in forever, right? Where they're going to open the gates and everything. And Anna goes out the gates and I was like, Bob, Rapunzel's going to be in this. I don't know if anybody knew that. So in that scene, Rapunzel, after she gets her hair cut off, spoiler alert, and it's brown, she's in that scene. And Bob's like, I was like, Rapunzel from Tangled. He's like, I don't know what Tangled is. I'm like, well, I mean, obviously he doesn't know what Tangled is, and I do. I adore that movie, though. I, like, cry laughing with that. Oh, it's so good. All right, so this is, like, messy and nothing fancy, but that's what I was going for. We're going to sand it in a second. Well, actually, I'm going to put the... I'm going to put the stars on first. But yeah, so we've been getting some new movies. And so tomorrow we're going to binge watch. We've got the Jurassic Park collection. I've been wanting it. So we got that in 4K. So that's gonna, like, the special effects are going to be really good. So we're going to watch that. We're going to binge watch that tomorrow. And I am so excited. Very, very excited. Okay, let's see here. How do we want to do this? I just don't know if I want to have... That's a lot of stars. And I just don't know that that's what I want. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do this big star like a few times. You know what I'm saying, everybody? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this big star a few times. Okay, so I'm going to take some white paint. Anybody else have any favorite Disney movies? I'm trying to think. My favorite Disney movie. I'm trying to think. What is my favorite Disney movie? I love Frozen, but no. My favorite Disney movie, probably, I don't even know. It's a tie. I love Mulan. Love Mulan. Although I have yet to see the new one. I have to check. We have Disney Plus, so I need to look at that. I love Mulan. Love Hercules. What are other people's favorites? Like, I like the classics, you know what I mean? So I'm starting with the middle one, and then I'll move to either side. So I'm taking, this is a dabber I get in a pack of 3 from the Dollar Tree, and I put some paint on a little thing here, and I'm going to basically load and then unload. Because you don't want a lot of paint on this so that it doesn't bleed. But this is the first time I'm going to use a stencil with my chalk paint, because I heard that chalk paint does better with stencils because it's not as thin, so there's less chance of bleeding. Doesn't mean that it isn't going to bleed, just less of a chance. So I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. So we're going to load, and then, whoops, I loaded and then I unloaded in the load pile. That's not going to work. Okay, here we go. And then you just dab, and don't try to like fill in corners. Just do it and move on, okay? And it's always like, if you need to do a second coat, do a second coat. Don't try to like, go crazy with it. Yeah, that still bled. And I'm just going to dry it in between. We're going to sand this in a second anyway. But I'm just going to dry it so that when I put it back down, when I put the stencil back down, it doesn't make more of a mess than we need to make. So does anybody else have any favorite Disney movies? I love Disney. I don't think I will ever stop loving Disney. My favorites, though, when I was growing up were the Disney Channel original movies. I don't think those are as much of a thing anymore, which is sad. Oh, Bob. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Could I have the paper towels, please, that I put on the counter? I forgot them. Please. Thank you. He, secret agently handed them to me. Mom loves Frozen, Moana, and The Little Mermaid, and Mary Poppins. Ooh, I forgot about Mary Poppins. And I love The Sound of Music. Is The Sound of Music Disney? Is that a dumb question? I'm not even sure I remember. Is The Sound of Music Disney? Love Frozen. Love Moana. Moana is very good. Moana's a newer one that I do love. But yeah, I used to love the Disney Channel original movies like Johnny Tsunami. And, that was way off in placement, but that's okay. And Rip Girls and Brink, and just like drop some comments if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure everybody does. Oh, Mary Poppins is such a good one. Oh my gosh. Here's a funny story with Mary Poppins. So a couple weekends ago, Bob and I were playing Bananagrams. Does anybody else like Bananagrams? And so Bob is massively intelligent, okay? And knows so many words. And he's like a huge crossword puzzle person. So the fact that I'm playing Bananagrams with him is probably not my smartest idea. Because he just is so smart. So we were like making up games with Bananagrams. So if you don't know, Bananagrams is kind of like a Scrabble without a board, in a way. So we were like, let's just like, what did I say? Oh, I said, spell the longest word you can think of, and whoever can spell like the longest word first wins, or whatever it was, right? So I can't even remember what I spelled. It was a good word though. I did goodly. But Bob spelled supercalifragilistic, oh my gosh, help.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I don't know if you heard him, but he said it. I couldn't do it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I did it. That was a struggle though, guys. All right, so here's where we're at. My stars are messed up and crooked, and I don't really care because we're going to sand it, and then we're going to put a 4 on top of it, so it's going to like mess it up anyway, which is the point. We're going for like a rustic theme. Thanks for, I know, I can see everybody dropping some laughs. I know. This is my life. And then we did like a version of it where we did it with names. Only names. You couldn't spell regular words, you had to spell names. Which I thought that one was kind of fun. Does anybody else do that? Like make up their own rules for games? We like doing that kind of stuff. We brought it on a trip with us. We went down the Cape for a wedding. And we just kind of wanted to enjoy some time. So we brought Bananagrams with us. Bob actually brings Bananagrams with us on any trip that we go on. All right, so here we go. Let's sand this down a little. This is my new sanding block that I got today from the Dollar Tree. I was kind of excited to try it. I quite like it. All right, and then after this, I'm going to put a quick coat of a matte varnish on top. Oh yes, this is doing exactly what I wanted, just to brighten everything up a bit. Okay. So one thing I will say is you gotta watch out because this sanding block like absorbs the paint. So I'll like rinse it off. All right. So what I want to do next is grab. So I've got. That's not it. Where is it? There it is. So I've got this. I've been trying to figure out what to use for top coats for my projects because I always want to protect it, and I just wasn't sure what to use. You know, like there's polyacrylic and polyurethane and all sorts of things, and I just couldn't find exactly what I wanted. So there was this brand of one that this crafty people that I watch, and it was like $46 for a can, a quart size can of this top coat. And much like the chalk paint, I'm like, let me just invest in it and work, and do it. But when I went to get the chalk paint at Walmart, they had a Waverly varnish, matte varnish. That was $7, right? Now, granted, this isn't a quart. However, I was like, let's give this a try. And I adore it. So, long story short, this is what we're using now. All right. So, let's get this going. So, I'm just going to put this on just to brighten up our paint a little. And it dries matte. The one I got is matte. I actually don't know if they have a gloss one. But see how it just kind of brightens everything up a little bit? And it won't dry glossy, so don't worry. Well, I don't know if you're worried, but I was worried. Because I don't really like glossy finish ever. There every so often, like I think when there was a couple of Valentine's Day projects we did together, y'all and me, and I used a gloss finish because I think that was the look I was going for, but other than that, I don't like it. It's just not my preference. I like, you know me, I like rustic and things like that, so, I don't know. Do you guys have a preference? Do you like glossy finishes on things or matte finishes on things? Even when we're painting, right? I don't really like painting like walls in the house. I don't really like a matte finish. I'm sorry. I don't really like a glossy finish on that either. All right, so I'm going to let that dry. And while I let that dry, we're using a whole lot of paintbrushes tonight in a very short amount of time. So, a couple of things. Oh my God, I love this though. Look how cute that is. Even by itself, I know that's messed up, but even by itself, isn't that adorable? Like you could just go to Michael's, this is literally $1.99. And then you can get, like a 20% off coupon. And then you could even paint your own stars. I mean, how super cute is that? Can we talk about, side note, has anybody noticed, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Mom. Has anybody noticed that, so Hobby Lobby discontinued their 40% off coupon, which is a bummer. However, they do the awesome sales every other week. I don't go to Hobby Lobby all that often, but I do try to check the app just to see what's on sale. So I know if I need something wood, I know to go the week that it's 40% off. So they do a good job with that. But did you notice, or anybody else notice, that Michael's and Joann's isn't really doing their 40% off coupon anymore either? It's always just 20% off your regular price purchase, but everything else in the store is on sale, so you're never actually going to get 20% off. But has anybody else noticed that? I can't find a 40% off coupon anymore. I want to show you, so while this is drying, I want to show you what I made today. Some of what I made today. I made this little shelf. Isn't this cool? I don't know if you can see the whole thing. But it's a shelf. It's literally a shelf. So you can make it like a tiered tray, right? Put that in it, put some other things in it, right? I made it so you can lean things up here too. Isn't that cute? And literally, my friends, paint sticks and 2 signs that I painted from Dollar Tree. So one, $2. These are 99 cents or 98 cents for 10 of them. So for less than $3, the paint, obviously, we've got a shelf. And I've seen people, and actually, you could even stand it this way if you wanted to. If you wanted it to be more like an end table, but I wanted it to be able to hold things like a tiered tray. And I see people do this 3 and make it stand up on the ground. I mean, super simple. Super simple. Michael's for sure has stopped. I know, right, Kama? Thank you, Mom. It's a super bummer because I don't know. I don't know. I guess all good things have to come to an end someday. And then I also made, look at this little shelf sitter, right? Just a little thing. And then I made a couple things to go on it. Did they do a reward card? Oh, you know what, Jennifer? They do that now. So Michael's does reward points now. So I actually just earned a $5 reward. I don't go as often. So it takes me a little while, but when I bought my Cricut machine last year, I got $35 in rewards. So basically $35 free to spend. So I think that's Michael's way of making up for the no more 40% off. They do more rewards, vouchers, which is really cool. But yeah, so I made this is just a plaque from Dollar Tree. And then I have these, I got, on Prime Day, I got this bag full of assorted half circle beads. And then I painted these. I still have to put something in these to hold the succulents in place. But how cute is this? This little set right here. I'm doing a fair July 24th. So I'm just kind of getting everything ready for it. But how cute would that be on your little shelf? Right? Just a little, just a little something, just to raise it up off the counter just a little bit, So I was kind of pumped to do those things today. And then I did my shop. And that took a while. And don't you know that I have a day off, so I drove. We don't have a Mary Lou's all that close to us. It's I don't know, 10, 12 minutes away maybe. But don't you know, I drove to it, got Bob and I coffees today. All right, so we are dry. I like how it took on, see how it just brightened it up a little, Love how it took on a more rustic color scheme. So my question for you, my friends. So my thought is, to glue the 4 on like this, okay? Should I keep the 4 natural like this? It kind of does match the rest of it. Or, hi, Mrs. Borges. Or should I, like, physically try to wrap it all in jute? I don't know. I'm thinking just keeping it natural like this and gluing it on. What does everyone else think? Drop some comments while I try to put this jute back, and I'm going to plug in my glue gun. Because we also need to make a bow. Hi, Peg. How are you? All right. Uh-oh, is my computer not showing natural? Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Peggy says natural. What else we got? I'm thinking natural, too. I'm with you, y'all. Good, thank you, Peggy. Excited for the holiday weekend, you know? Love having a day off. Monday's the parade, Arnold Mills Parade, okay, everybody? Make sure you're there. All right, so we're going to glue this on an angle. This is the way it fits. Like, it fits literally perfectly on an angle like that. And now, so what I would like to do, I want to make a bow out of this, okay? However, it doesn't match. All right, so actually, tell me if you even think we need one. I don't know. I want to make one because I don't want to, like, end yet, but I was thinking of making a bow to go right here. I know that would block one of our stars, but what do we think? Should I make a little, just a little, you know, like X bow like I make? Should I make one here? I'm going to make this look rustic so it won't be as bright. What do you think? Bow or no bow? Drop some comments. Let me know. Drop some comments. We'll glue this on in the meantime, but bow or no bow? We don't need it. We don't need it. You don't need it. Okay. Well then, my friends, we're almost done. We make this a short one tonight. Okay. So I'm going to glue on my 4. Actually, I'm thinking we're going to E6000 this and glue it just in case. Okay, don't judge. It's always how I have to start it. I have to like just use my tooth for like a second and then it comes off. Don't judge. So I'm going to E6000 this. And just so that it has some extra hold. And then I will put some hot glue in other areas. Okay? My E6000 I get at, let's take that off. Where did I get my E6000? I can't remember. I think I got it at Walmart, actually. Oh, so here's a funny story. So we went out tonight to get, we were just looking for some more 4K movies or whatever, right? So we got a whole bunch for a really great price at Best Buy and Target, although Best Buy had the better deal. And so I'm making dinner and Bob's, thanks, Jennifer. That's why I love you guys. So we got a whole bunch and Bob's unwrapping them all while I'm making dinner. Now we have a huge movie collection, okay? And so Bob was like, you know, if we ever got divorced, this is just a joke, don't worry. Mom, don't worry. Mom, don't worry. He's like, you know, if we ever got divorced, I should get all the movies, right? Because, you know, like most of them are mine. I'm like, sure, you can have all the movies. And he's like, really? I'm like, of course you can have all the movies. I'll get the house. Don't worry about it. He was like, wait a minute, what? Like, you want the movies? I'll take the house. So I'm walking upstairs to change into my red, white, and blue. I was like, or we could just not get divorced. He goes, that's a good option. We'll do that. Oh my God. This is our life. Mom, don't worry. Okay, we're good. All right. What do we think? Super quick. Sorry it was so short. But I really wanted to do something with the 4, right? For the 4th of July. I don't know. What do you think, everybody? Does it need anything else? Do we need like a little jute bow? Anything? I don't know. This is pretty simple for me. So that's why I'm like, I feel like I need something. Do we need something else? I don't know. You tell me. As I take a sip. Do we need anything else? Because we're kind of like, we did like boom, 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 done. There's a part of me that wants to like make something else here with y'all. I wish I did something with this ribbon. I never did anything with it. I have two long strips of it that I never did anything with during this 4th of July season. But I don't know what to do with it. You can see all my teeth marks in this. This is kind of gross. Adorable. Oh, thanks, Mama. Thanks, Jennifer. Here, let me at least tell you what I was going to do. Okay? So what I was going to do to make it antique-y was I was going to take some of the Waverly wax, the antique wax, and put it on a paper towel and rub it on this so that it looked rustic. That's what I was going to do to make the ribbon look more rustic. So if we needed to do that, that's what I would have done, okay? That was going to be like my cool technique for the night, but we're not doing a cool technique tonight. Tonight was simple. Tonight I'm just going to put this up so everybody can see as I'm wrapping ribbon up. Tonight was just bada bing, bada boom. But I guess that's okay sometimes, right? But yeah, so this weekend tomorrow we're going to binge watch Jurassic Park, I think. And then Sunday we're going to do a picnic for the 4th of July. Hopefully the rain isn't bad. Monday we're doing the parade. And then it's back to work, you know? So, schedule. Because I'm trying to be good about it. There's just so much going on in the summer. You know what I mean? Make a bow out of the ribbon. I know, Mom, I really should. I just got to just make it because it's just so cute. So there's just so much going on and picnics and, you know, all this like fun stuff with family and everything. So I'm trying to think. So this week we're doing Friday. So we're going to take the weekend off for the 4th of July. Okay. So everybody have a wonderful 4th of July. Celebrate this beautiful country that we're so blessed to live in. I know not everyone always thinks that, but you always have to just kind of keep in mind like what it could be like in other not so fortunate places. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. But anywho, and I don't force that on anybody. So that's just my opinion. So just celebrate how blessed we are to live in this country and what a wonderful country it truly is deep down. And how much work we still have to do. But regardless, we are very fortunate to live in this country. So we'll celebrate that this weekend. And then I think I'm probably going to go live maybe Friday night again next week. I think so. Because we got some busyness coming up. So, that way I don't have to worry about like not making it back in time for things or not being done with things in time. So I think we're going to go Friday again next week. So I'll see you in 1 week. I will list this in the shop I'll probably list this in the shop tomorrow. And then, so check it out. I'm like pumped that I can list things in a shop now. You know what I mean? So I list this in the shop hopefully tomorrow. And me too, Jennifer. And I will see y'all, next Friday. So happy 4th of July. I'll post on Sunday saying happy 4th of July to everybody. And we will see you next Friday night. All right. Have an awesome week. And always remember to count your stitches. Bye, everybody.